Yo, spirit light body, you already know what it is. I'm for y'all. All right, I said, okay, I'm gonna keep going in on the awareness of the longitudinal waves, right? Because when you understand the longitudinal compressional wave, you see what I'm saying? That's the key to like understanding the longitudinal array of the earth, which we've been calling in spirituality like the earth grid, or what you heard, the ley lines. You see what I'm saying? All this stuff is real. And like matter of fact, like I'm like sitting on one now, and its effects. You see what I'm saying? I can always tell when I'm near the ley line because certain things happen. You see what I'm saying? And so and it's a feeling too, you know. And it's amazing how this awareness has come together for me, you know what I'm saying? And especially now that I can understand it and now I can start transmitting it to you, because that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying like, oh, I'm astral traveling. Like that's where your consciousness is merging into. See what I'm saying? Or I could be like, okay, it become your standing transverse wave from your consciousness um becomes a phase conjugate pump wave, right? Meaning it implodes. You see what I'm saying? So like I was telling y'all, when you throw a rock out and it ripples out, you see what I'm saying? Instead of it going out and keep going, it goes out, but it comes back in, so it implodes. So the energy goes in instead of out, right? And so when that happens, you're merging with the earth grid. So like it's crazy. Like I was sitting in the ocean a few days ago and I asked a question and I instantly got the answer. I felt it come back through the water. I instantly got it. You know, really it come from in, but it was like, because I was so in tune and connected with everything, it was just like boom, it just answered right back, right? And so it's absolutely amazing just to get to this point. I just can't stress that enough. Because look, you gotta take me serious though, man, because you gotta realize I'm a real logical person. I showed y'all that energy generator I built. Man, I'm telling you, man, I talk to people all the time, you know what I'm saying? And not too many, there are people out there who know people who build stuff like that, but you don't find that a whole lot, is all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's anything, oh, bound, worship, pride, grab. Nah, man, that's baloney, man. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying that, hey, look, you got to take me serious because you got to be in your right state of mind to be able to put something like that together. You understand what I'm saying? So that's all that I'm saying. And I mean, like, you know, it's just so amazing. Like, man, the energy, like, yo, the Kundalini, man, it's so real. It's really not a game. Like, and it's just so high, like, in me. And so I'm seeing, like, okay, you have to stay grounded with this. It is not an option. Do you understand? It's not an option. It's really not. Like, yo, like you have to stay grounded to the earth. You see what I'm saying? Your body's electrical. And like I said, this electromagnetic grid of the earth, like, see, like when I'm saying longitudinal compressional wave, right? Okay, that's also, you would know it, y'all, like in the community, we coming from Flat Mother Loving Power, a torsional wave, right? You see what I'm saying? The torsion field. Y'all know that. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing, right? And then they'll also call it scalar. You see what I'm saying? But y'all know how they do with these code words. Like, you know, like even Dan Winter will tell you that anyone who thinks gravity and electromagnetism is separate, like, there's some wrong. Like, you know, and I'm like, yo, like I totally feel him, you know. So I mean, just, you know, wholeness to Seven Bomar, man, wholeness to Bro Sanchez, wholeness to Dan Winter. Like I said, it's so many of y'all out there, man. I can never just sit up here and name y'all, but you know, I just want to let y'all know, man, that like, you know, I'm constantly trying to work on solutions and then working with the beings around me. Like my son's little friend stayed over the other night or whatever, right? And I pulled out the microscope, and so I had him looking at the phi spiral under the microscope and stuff, man, from the snail shell or whatever, right? So crystalline, boy. The more stuff you start looking at, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, like you don't even have to believe what I'm saying. Just go do it. You see what I'm saying? You'll see that everything is correlated in this reality, like everything. And so anyway, though, right? So I was showing him that, and then I went outside. I said, let me go get a leaf off of my tomato plant. I brought that back in, and I put it on the microscope, and I'm just sitting up there looking. I'm looking at the cells, and then all of a sudden I see a little bug crawling. I said, hey, I said, come here. I said, check this out. And he looked. And then he looked at, he pulled his head away from the eyepieces, and he looked at the slide, and I said, you can't see it, huh? He looked at me, he said, mm-mm. And he looked back in there again. He said, it's gone. I said, hold on, here he is. And I found him again. I was like, see, this is why I be telling y'all, like, yo, like, you have to be aware of that. Things that just because something appears a certain way doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? Spirit light body, y'all. Talk on forward, man. Hold it.